All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Ray Hansen, and we are here live at the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. This is a great match we have here, elimination round. Kelly Fisher losing her first match to Siming Chen, and her opponent, Carolyn Powell. And here's the lag for the first break. Ooh, very close. Looks like Carolyn has won the lag, and she'll be leading us off here. This is a race to 9. Alternate the breaks. Players are racking their own using the template rack from AccuRack. From Outsville. It's the AccuRack template from Outsville, a Chris Renfro company. Great product, and see the players using that here on each rack. This is alternating breaks. 3-foul rule is in effect. Jump cues are allowed. They're also playing the 3-point rule. Player must score 3 points on their break. This is designed to eliminate the soft breaking. And to score points, a ball pocketed is 1 point, and balls past the head strings are 1 point each. So you must score 3 points total each break. And here we go, rack number 1. Also joining us on this match, once again, two-time world champion and WPBA, one of the founding members, original members, Mary Kennison, back with us. Welcome back, Mary.
Thank you. Hi, folks. Well, Carolyn just made a legal break, and I've just been told that her friends around the New York City area call her Kapow. That's her nickname, Kapow. That's a pretty cool nickname.
It sure is. That was a nice break there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Got a nice shot on the 1 to get to the 2. Just come straight off the rail, just like that. And she's got a choice. She can just stay right there and shoot it up the corner here, or she can draw it, come off the rail and up to the center of the table and shoot the 3 in the side. I think she'll shoot it up table.
And if you notice, as easy as the shot appeared to be, Carolyn still came around and saw exactly where she wanted to be at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you wouldn't head out on a road trip without a map or knowing where you're going.
That's exactly right.
And knowing where you're going is a big part of getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Just give yourself a chance and go over and take a look at the exact spot you want to be on.
Now she'll probably stay just about where she is. We'll have a natural angle to get back from the 6 to the 7. And I think she'd want to get fairly straight on the 7. Okay, she's exaggerating the angle even more. And so she'll just naturally go over to the other side.
She just wants to be careful not to be topped over the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would play this 2 rails rather than just going 1 rail and just. It's more effective to go to the 2nd rail and bounce out rather than trying to hold it. Just like, oh boy.
She hit a little fat. Big break for Kelly Fisher.
Sure is. Kelly's nickname is Quickfire. She doesn't let any grass grow under her feet as she runs out. She got a little straighter than she wants to be, but not a problem.
Yeah, she does have to take a little bit of a cut on the 9 ball.
Oh, or just
side.
Forward, yeah, and just play it the short side. Very nice.
That's cue ball confidence right there.
Absolutely. If you notice how when a lot of players, when they align themselves up at the shot, they put their feet together and get their foot on the shot line, and then take with one leg, take a step back and then get down on the shot. And that's what they're teaching today. Whereas, in the old days, I never had anybody work with me right from the start. I mean, being a natural athlete, I had a pretty good general idea.
They didn't even want you in the pool.
They didn't, exactly. No, exactly, yeah. And it wasn't until I ran into Buddy Hall, and not knowing who he was, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he...
just started offering up some tips and advice.
Well, he just walked up to me. I happened to be playing, and when it was over, I saw him standing against the wall, just watching the match. And after the match was over, he just came over and said that, you'd be able to play pretty good if you'd play pretty good if you knew what you were doing, or something like that. And I just turned around and looked at him like,
Like, who is this guy?
Yeah, and I kind of barked at him, And,
no, you didn't.
Oh, yeah. And but believe it or not, he didn't take offense. And he sent me in the bathroom, had me put my cue back together, and sent me in the bathroom and got down on the sink and look in the mirror. He says, "You can come back and see what you look like." He says, "And then come back out and we'll take it from there." And I looked at him like he was crazy, and he just went, "Go." So I walked in there. I got down on the shot, on the sink like I was going to shoot a shot, and I looked in the mirror, and I was across my eyes. I didn't look like the other pool players. And I was stunned. I stood up, got down again, did it 3 times. I couldn't believe it. Walked back out. He says, "Okay, we're going to fix you right up." And, it took him about a half hour to get my feet and everything in position, and the rest was history.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
And then I was mortified to find out an hour later that it was the legendary Buddy Hall that I had barked at. I was mortified.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be having the Buddy Hall Classic 9-ball tournament coming up in April.
Really?
In Houston at Big Time Billiards.
No kidding.
Yeah, and
well, I might have to sneak over there for that one, since it's only a 5 or 6 hour drive for me now.
And last year we had it also for the first time. It's along with the Big Time Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And Buddy we had Buddy do a little commentary also. He's great in the booth too.
Well, I would love to do commentary with Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
We did it a long time ago with AccuStats, when AccuStats was first getting off the ground.
That'd be really fun.
Oh, boy. Buddy is wonderful. Meanwhile, back at the match, back to the match, Kelly Fisher leads 1-0.
Yes, we'll get the score updated.
We dogged it. Sorry about that. She's calling Caroline over to the table, and I think there's
maybe a hair or something on the ball.
Yeah, or a
something
little piece of chalk, or something close to the object ball.
It being the ball that she's shooting at. That's why she called Carolyn over just to let her know there was no impropriety going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been on the object ball itself.
And those little things, little things on the balls, whether it's the cue ball or the object ball, can cause a skid.
Change the course of history.
Yes, that's right.
It's just, I know every player that's played for any length of time has experienced a skid. And right here, she's just going to pocket this ball and just naturally come over to the other side of the table for the 5. Oh boy, that lingered at the doorstep for a second or two. All right, pocketing the 6. This rack is starting to look like it's history. Slide to the end rail for the 7 for the 8. Got a little bit of an angle, so she'll probably go forward. Well, the rails are so live, it's she might be just stun off the rail. But she went forward. Kelly plays a similar game to the way I play. All right, 2-zip. We were both fortunate enough to learn from some top male players, and use English a little bit more than some of the other ladies, or use more spin the ball more than some of the other ladies. And we both play more aggressively. And Kapow is back at the table, looking to notch a win. Oh, what a terrible kick. Ugh, that's awful. That was a cold one. Wow. But meanwhile, the 2's tricky. The 2 is buried. I think she'll try to draw it close to where the 8 is, maybe between the 4 and the 8. Okay, above the 8, and that's good. Now I think she's going to have to come back out the same way she's going to go in, and she's going to have to hold that, check that bounce off the rail, probably with some inside. Maybe not. Maybe just naturally she can do it. Nope. Now I thought she had to use some inside. But luckily, she's not trapped behind those balls, but I'm sure she would like to have been a little closer. I know I would. Great recovery. I believe the 4 passes into the pocket, and I think she'll come out to the center, probably, to about where she is now, maybe a little bit further to the right, and shoot the 5-7 combination. Oh, she went underneath. Okay, that's good. See, that's a shot that you don't see the women do. Most of the women do. To go 2 rails, underneath. Now she's perfect line for the shot. Big bounce, little bounce for the 5, get it off the rail. Now she can probably play this 1 rail. Maybe hold it up with inside. I like to stay below the straight in line, either at or below the straight in line to make it easy to get back for the side. Okay, she lost the shooter. So she's going to have to go into the 9. I think she'll be able to draw off the top of it, off the top of the 9 to get back for the 8. Maybe not. It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, had to clip it. She's fine. She should be out. I think she'll probably shoot the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket. Yep. And she'll take the 3-game lead. 3-zip. Brittany Bryant leads Sarah Miller 2-zip on one of the other tables. She played real well last night on the stream. All right, Kelly has the break. Great break. Parking that cue ball, center of the table. Oh, kicking the 9 down. Wow, this is a nice layout. I don't see any real problems here. The only problem she might have is where the 5 is, and that's blocking the one rail over for the 3. She might even come back and shoot the 2 in the side, and that way she won't even have to deal with it. Let's take a look and see what she does. Okay, she's just going to cinch it. And she's looking to see, she doesn't want to go into the 5 and get stuck over there. I think this is the key ball to the rack. Very nicely done. Okay, back over again for the 5. Good shot. And I think it's Katie bar the door from here. Just make sure you pocket the balls. Might have gotten a little straight on that one. Let's take a look. Yeah, she'll just draw over back to where she's standing. Not a problem. She's got a nice little angle to come back up the table for the 9. Beautiful. Perfect speed. 4-zip. And that's why they call her quick fire. That rack took probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And Carolyn is taking a break. So I will too. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Back in action. Okay, Carolyn failed to pocket the 1 and left Kelly with a blocked shot. As you can see, probably the right edge of the ball. I think she's going to have to go into the rail. Well, maybe not. Maybe she can see the whole ball. It's hard to tell from here and on the monitor. If she can see the full ball, or most of the ball, she can hit and stick. Okay, she crossed it, and very nice. And that's a difficult shot with the bridge, but as I mentioned yesterday, Kelly Fisher was a snooker champion over in England, as was Alison Fisher and Karen Kaur, and they are very proficient with the bridge as they play snooker on 12-foot tables. All right, good hit. Oh boy, 6-7 almost fell. Carolyn's looking to catch a break here. She's failed to do so far. All right, she's going to cut it backwards. Oh, she just thinned it. She's going to put it back down there again. What a great shot. And this is where the snooker background comes in really handy. Those snooker players, they know how to snooker you. You know, it's just like when Efren came to the States, and years ago, and you know, when we were playing one foul, and you know, and you basically just tried to hit the ball. Well, he showed America and the rest of the world how to really kick and play for portions of the ball and how to kick safe, and the snooker players, the lady snooker players, have been teaching the women, have shown the women that there's more to just a safety, you know, to really play good safeties. Oh boy, she just missed that, just by a hair. All right, Kelly's rewarded with ball in hand. She's going to shoot this 1 in the side, I believe. Go down table for the 3. Very nice. She'll just go over naturally underneath to over above the 5. Nice. Stay in the same general area for the 6. 7 is down here in the lower left-hand corner pocket. So she just wants to make sure that she can see the ball. Very nice. These diamond tables, as I said before, have a deep shelf, so she might be forced to play the 8-ball up table. She got a little bit off the rail, not as much as she would have liked, but I think she's fine. And just stop the ball right there for the 9 in the side. Very nice. Five zero. Kelly Fisher is Scottish. Well, actually, she was born in England, but she resides in Scotland, so I was mistaken. She has been ranked #1 in the world. She turned pro in 2005. And her resume is just incredible. World 9-ball champion, World 10-ball champion, U.S. Open champion, 4-time Tournament of Champions, China Open champion, Amway Cup champion, multiple winner of WPBA Classic Tour events, and a 6-time snooker world champion. I mean, that's future Hall of Famer right there. And she's sponsored by Xingju Tables, Fury Cues. She's been with Fury for a very long time, probably most of her career over here in the States, and Cyclop Walls. All right, balls are spread nicely. She's got a good shot on the 1 to get going. Just draw back a little bit, a foot or two for the 2. She looks like she's going to go forward. That's fine too. That's fine too. And I believe she'll go under the 9-ball and swing out. She's looking to see if she can hold the cue ball for the 3 on the side. Oh boy, it went in rough. Okay, she's good. That was a fortuitous kiss. Left her in pretty good position. Now she can either go down to the end rail and come back up, or she can draw it and shoot it in the corner, as so. Now she'll draw back to the end rail, to the 6. She may have gotten a little straighter than she'd like, but I think she's fine. Okay, she could force her way out. Oh, don't get yourself elevated. I think she did. She doesn't like it. But just a bump in the road, I think. She's going to draw back underneath the 8, I believe, and shoot it up tape. Oh boy, see how important that is or how devastating that could be to be elevated. You know, it turned what should have been a fairly routine out into a chance for Caroline. Although Caroline still searching for that first, easy opportunity, but as everyone knows, it's always tough when you're behind. It just seems like every time you step up to the table, it's tough. Oh, what a great shot. Don't scratch. Don't scratch. Oh, did she corner hook? Oh boy, yeah, I think she did. It just gets worse and worse, as some people would say. She just called for her extension. I guess being corner hooked is better than scratching, but wow, after she made such a great shot. I mean, she shot out of the jaws, cut it in backwards, and got corner hooked. Bingo. Oh, I bet it just can't get any worse. Oh, that's horrible. What a tough hit that was, and what a nasty roll. Well, balls knows who's winning. And so Kelly, not satisfied with her shape. I think Kelly's a perfectionist, but she's fine. All right, 6-0. Not only is Kelly playing well, but she's so far she's been the beneficiary of a few decent rolls, and Caroline has been the recipient of just awful rolls. And for those of you who know her, she's a great little player. All right, well, everybody's little to me. I'm 6 feet tall, but I didn't mean that to mock her. Caroline was born in New York City and still resides there, and she's sponsored by Mez Hughes. All right, good break. Corner ball went in. Legal break. Another ball went in. Unfortunately, the 8 ball has blocked the path of the 1 to the pocket. Nothing's easy when you're behind. I think she's just going to roll up, hit the 1 ball just about the way it lays. Okay, that's good too, but she left an edge. She left Kelly a peek. Kelly will thin this and go up table. Again, Kelly didn't plan on going into that ball, but she did get a fortuitous roll. I think Caroline can see at least a partial ball. Yeah. Tough shot. She was trying to just roll it to the end rail. And Ray is back in the booth with me.
Hey, Mary. Well, it was a good hit, but Kelly's going to be easily going to be able to return another safety here. Well, she's left a pretty easy kick, and maybe even the
She
edge
might
of the
even
1
be
ball.
able to make it.
Yeah, it's possible too. Let's take a look from the side view. And
I
sure,
think she can.
Sure can. Look at that. Wow.
That's uncharacteristic, as I was just saying how well Kelly, as a former snooker player, does play, safeties.
Right. Well, the speed got away from her there.
Yeah. Well, this is the first real break that Caroline has had. And just punch off the side rail, back for the 5.
Well, this is a great opportunity for Carolyn here to get on the board. She can just do a stop shot right here and have the 6 ball.
Yeah,
No problem.
I think so. Maybe just draw it back a touch, a couple inches, just like that. Soften the angle a little bit. I should probably come up and shoot the 7 in the same pocket. Yep, just like that. She'll probably come out of the corner 2 rails. And then once she comes off that second rail, she'll just be traveling towards the line. Well, she looks like she's going 1 rail. That's not the way I learned, because in the old days we played on the softer cloth, the slower cloth. And so, you always played your angle to move the cue ball around.
Right.
And with the Simonis, you can play, 1 rail shape, but, I don't like this. I wouldn't like the shot that she has on the 8th ball, but today's players are routinely pocket them, and not a problem. But then on the other hand, I think if she would have played it out of the corner, she would have gotten out there.
Right.
Kelly's got out her London Bridge. That's a great bridge, especially to be able to shoot off the edge of the rail.
WPBA commemorating the anniversary of the WPBA.
Very nice.
It's a limited edition, only 3 in existence. It's valued at $1,450. We'll be raffling it off on Sunday. Our own Vanna White will be coming around here, handing these things out. We call him Randy.
And Kelly extends her lead to 7-0.
Tickets to you, $10 a ticket. There are discounted deals for more tickets. You can buy 20 tickets for $100. We'll be doing the drawing on Sunday. Raise your hand if you'd like him to come up to you. It's a fantastic looking cube from Jacoby.
I was speaking with Kelly Fisher yesterday, and I asked her how her health was. For those of you who don't know it, Kelly had open heart surgery a few years ago, and it's amazing how well she's recovered. And she told me yesterday she's feeling the best she's ever felt in her life. Her heart has returned to its normal size, and it remains swollen, for years. And she's able to work out now. She's lost a little bit of weight, and she says she's toning up, and she looks great. And she says she's really looking forward to many more years of competitive pool, world-class pool. Okay, here we go. Game number 8. Good solid break, parking the cue ball in the center of the table. Watch out, 1. Oh, she made the 9 in the break. I didn't even see that. I was watching the 1. Boy, the balls sure know who's winning. All right, that makes it 8. She's on the hill. Good break. Oh boy, that 9 got a nice healthy kick. All right, she's got a good opening shot on the 1. It looks to me like the 6 passes down the rail underneath the 7, so I don't see any real problems here. She's got to get back for the 2, and I think if she can do that, she's got a good chance to get out here. Having a stretch. I'll follow that ball. 1-2 rails and out to the center of the table. Very nice. Very nice. All right, she's in line. Nice angle to get over to the side rail for the 6. I think she wants to get as straight as possible. Just like that. And she'll just cinch this ball and take the little cut on the 7 and go 2 rails for the 8 in the side. Shot. Might even just go 1 rail. Just like that. Very nice. Now she'll just pocket this and float down a diamond or so for the 9 in the lower and the upper right hand corner pocket. And on the board. Put out. Kelly breaking for the win. Okay, here we go. Good break. I love the way she stops her rock. She did get kicked down table, but that ball was parked. Stay out of the game, 6. Okay, she had a tough shot on the 1, but I like her odds of making it. She's definitely a straight shooter. You have to be at her level. You don't get to her level without being a straight shooter. She may be just going to play a safety. Okay, she went for it. Okay, another opportunity for Carolyn. I think she'll roll forward. She needs to make sure she doesn't get tangled up with that 7.
Tough match here for Carolyn.
Good hit.
Well, this is coming out nice too.
Okay, she can maybe see an edge of it.
Very close. You can see here it looks fully blocked.
Yeah. Good hit. Watch the scratch.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right, here's another good opportunity for Carolyn. She's got a couple of choices here. pocket the ball and stay in the general area for the side, either side, or stay in the general area and shoot the 2-ball up table. She chose to shoot it on the side. And she's got a choice. She can go down table and come back up for the 6. For the 3. And I think that's what she's going to do. Yep, oh boy, that torqued off the tangent line and went scratched right in the pocket. Yeah, Carolyn's had a tough match here. Well, they're all laying pretty good for the win here. 3 to the 5 is going to set the pace for the rest of the game.
Nice angle.
Yeah, I think she would have wanted to be a little straighter on this ball. I think now she's going to have to.
Just make them draw over just above the 9.
Yeah, side rail, and she brushed off it. Yeah, but anyway, she should be home free now.
A little straight here on the 6 ball. She wants to just make sure she stays on the left side of the 9, and she's coming out and looking at all the options and all the obstacles.
Yeah, main thing is just don't hook yourself. Good shot.
Yep, this is pretty good. Nice angle too, just to come back out for the 9 wherever she wants to go, really.
Yep, side or corner. I think she'll just stay there for the corner.
Got a shot for the win. Boom. Kelly Fisher takes it down 9-1.
Kelly Fisher continues her lights-out shooting with another fine performance, this time defeating Caroline Powell.
We're going to get that one saved. I'm your host, Ray Hansen with Pool Action TV. We're here with Mary Keniston. Thanks for being here, guys. And our next match scheduled for 2 p.m. We're going to have a short break here, so good time to get up, stretch out, and maybe take a little dinner break yourselves. Be back at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our next match.